hey guys, welcome to another edition of hey guys. I'm your host, Drew Harrison. It's another beautiful Monday here in Nashville. I hope you're having a great start to your week so far. Big news from the skies. Spirit Airlines warns that they might not be around in another year if things keep going the way they're going, leaving a lot of us questioning, how are you still here in the first place? I don't think I've ever heard of a friend or a coworker, family member, anybody I know that went on Spirit Airlines and their flight actually went according to plan. Spirit Airlines really seems to put that exclamation point on airline travel stress. Yeast Mode, Beast Mode is putting out a cookbook. It's about his favorite baking recipes called Yeast Mode. So I can't wait to thumb through it, see what delicious treats old Marshawn Lynch has planned for us. It's so fun to see different careers, these professional athletes. You know, Randy Johnson and Ken Griffey became photographers. You know, Peyton Manning is just executive producing Hollywood into oblivion. Beast Mode said, I'm going to give back via my baked goods. This just in, Mario Kart is the most stressful game. New study via Bonus Finder states that Mario Kart gets your heart rate elevated more than any other game. I believe it. At number 2 was FIFA. I mean, when someone's about to score on you, you get a bit stressed. And number 3 was Call of Duty. Yeah, you're getting shot at. Jelly Roll is dropping $5 million on bonuses he made on his tours and other sponsorship ventures to build homeless shelters in Antioch here in Tennessee, and I love to see it. You know, a lot of celebrities love to talk a big talk, but Jelly Roll is putting his money where his mouth is. He wants to do good. He understands that people are in certain situations sometimes when they can't help it, and while most people in this country are demonizing people that need help, he's actually helping out. So good for him. Appreciate you, Jelly Roll. So with Krispy Kreme dropping Harry Potter, we got a new Baja Blast Mountain Dew at Taco Bell. Fairs are starting up. It's time to venture out there and check out all these crazy foods that they got going on. And you can go to your fair, but you also can go to your local stadium. I just stumbled upon this Instagram account called Stadium Eats, and they talk about all of the crazy food in the stadiums around the country. The Charlotte Knights are doing this amazing chicken and waffle sandwich. The Jersey Shore Blue Claws have a mac and cheese bucket. I repeat, a mac and cheese bucket. I would be upset if I went to a Mets game and couldn't get a pastrami sandwich. So that's nice that they're doing that for us. Check out this 6-foot-long hot dog the St. Paul Saints are touting out. This is insanity. The Yard Goats 2-foot loaded fries. Look at that. The Wisconsin Timber Rattlers are just making a burger out of funnel cakes. That's genius. Check out Stadium Eats on Instagram. We're going to be doing a big dive in the craziest fair foods out there here in a little bit, so stay tuned for that. But up next, we got sports. Oh, hey, let's talk some sports. UFC and Paramount make a blockbuster deal worth $7.7 billion. It's a 7-year, of course, you know, keeping with the theme, sevens, you know. But it makes it to where you don't have to have ESPN Plus and then buy the pay-per-view. It's just if you have Paramount Plus, you get to watch the fights. So in the long run, beneficial to the watcher. But, man, anytime rich people just keep getting rich, it sucks. But what can you do? Arch Manning and the Texas Longhorns are your preseason number 1 in college football, but get this. They're playing the number 3 Ohio State Buckeyes in the first week, and they're the underdogs. So you're the number 1 team, so you're supposed to be the best team, but you're not better than the number 3 team on the first week. They're a 2.5-point underdog against Ohio State. And to be honest, Ohio State will probably win because Texas isn't Michigan. Speaking of Michigan, Michigan got another big old fine, $20 million, could be $30 million. And their coach has another game suspension. No postseason ban. So that's nice. I'm okay with that. I like the money. Money hurts, especially when they're trying to pay these players. So fine them. Coach gets suspended again. But it's hopefully starting this trend where the NCAA is going to realize they don't need to punish the current players for past transgressions. I mean, they're changing teams every year, so no one on this team was around when they were stealing the signs. They don't need to get in trouble for it. So I like where the NCAA is headed with these punishments. Hit them where it hurts, in the wallet. Ronaldo got engaged. I thought he was already married, but that's cool. She got the ultimate trophy husband, and she has the ring to prove it. My goodness. The Lakers are giving Pat Riley a statue, but here's the thing. He's still the Heat president. That'd be like your ex calling you up where you live with your new married spouse and being like, I built a shrine for you in the front yard. Well, come check it out. Super weird, but hey, Lakers doing Lakers things. Don't make no sense. Good to know, even with the new ownership, they making dumb decisions. I'm just kidding. That's the Celtics fan in me. Training camp is over. Preseason's heating up. We got the battles going on. Obviously, the most tantalizing one is Shedeur Sanders, Gabriel, Kenny Pickett, Flacco over there in Cleveland. So let me know who you think's going to win that battle. And I can't wait. I know it's a little slow period in sports, but football's almost here. NHL's almost here. Basketball's going to be kicking back up a little bit. Premier League's back. I know none of y'all care, but I'm hyped. We're watching soccer up in this house. So more sports. Sports is on the way. All right, on this edition of What You Eatin', we're kind of full sending it. It's a Friday night here in the Harrison household, so we're going to do some barbecue chicken, bacon, ranch, mac and cheese tacos. Got your standard stand and stuff El Paso nacho cheese tacos as the base. We're going to do good old blue box mac and cheese, and I got some bacon and some chicken cooking as we speak. All right, got the bacon going, the mac and cheese going, got the chicken here, so we're going to add a little onion powder, a little turmeric, a little garlic, a little Worcestershire. I like to put a little piece of cheese at the bottom of the tacos. That way, whenever you're about to bite into them and they're supposed to break apart, they actually stay together. All right, time to assemble. We get our chicken down. Then we hit it with the mac and cheese. Oh. And then the bacon crumbles on top. Hit it with a little bit more barbecue sauce. There you go. Barbecue chicken, mac and cheese, taco.
First bite.
Ah.
That's so good.
So good.
Oh, man.
The barbecue sauce, the chicken, the nacho cheese shell, the mac and cheese. I mean, come on.
Oh, my gosh. This is so good. This is exactly what I needed.
Okay, one of my favorite segments, This Week in Comedy, presented by our good buddy, Comedian Discovery. Go check him out on Instagram, at Comedian Discovery. Also puts out amazing live shows in and around Nashville. You're going to want to check out at Comedian Discovery Live for all that good stuff. This fool even launched a new Instagram called Comedian Discovery Graphics, where he's been dabbling in helping comedians make fun show posters, graphics, announcements, all that good stuff. So check out his empire of Instagram pages for more information. August 12th, Josh Wolf dropped his campfire special. Fantastic. He filmed it here at Zany's in Nashville. It really feels like you're camping out with this dude, like in like a lodge scenario. obviously, you're not going to light a fire in the middle of Zany's and be like, hey. He's got a fantastic duet with Tammy. Just so many fun personalities. He's a great personality. He had his son introduce him. Just very fun. And just anything at Zany's here in Nashville just has that historic vibe about it. It's one of the greatest clubs in the history of comedy and still continues to be that today. So always is that cherry on top when you got a special at good old Zany's. It was a total Eclipse of the Heart remake, if you're wondering what the duet was with Tammy. August 19th, Out of Order drops Les Mascots. Les Mascots? Les Mascots? Les Mascots? Les Mascots? Les Mascots? I think it's just the mascots, but like fancy. It is a 7-episode miniseries on YouTube. It is about a documentary type thing about 2 New York aspiring actors get a gig being costumed actors in Times Square. They're Cookie Monster and Elmo, which is so great. But these guys work at Barstool, and when they first started Barstool, one of the guys wanted to make a sitcom about working at headquarters, but Dave said they didn't have the resources at the time. So this has been many years in the making, so I'm glad that they got a chance. And you can tell right away, just from watching the trailer, that these guys are students of the film game. Even just like the textures of the words that they use to describe the scenes. Go watch it. Go watch the trailer. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Also, I read somewhere that one of the guys lost 25 pounds for one of the scenes. Like, dedication. Also on the 19th is Logan Gunselman dropping boner technology with Comedy Dynamics on Prime and Apple TV. As a former door guy myself, real recognizes real, and this unofficial mayor of Reddit is just so funny. Great delivery, just the energy is perfect for the jokes coming out of her mouth. You're going to want to watch this. I watched her Don't Tell set and was in tears. She's definitely like the cool kid you want to hang out at the comedy festival with, no matter how awkward she says she is on Halloween every year. We don't believe you. And then on August 29th, it's me. I'm dropping Hometown Hero. It is my 40th birthday. Don't tell anybody. So instead of a birthday gift, because I know you all were searching for the perfect gift for me, I appreciate that. Just need you to go over to this YouTube channel and check out my special. This is my second one. I got to film it in the beautiful Sunrise Theater in my hometown of Southern Pines, North Carolina. I had about 250 of my friends, family, people I hadn't seen in 20 years, random people that just walked up the day of. Could not be happier with how it turned out. So please, please, please go watch it. Share it with everyone you know. And, just turn it on and keep it on a loop and just walk away, like just let it go. Just like let it go. So that's This Week in Comedy presented by Comedian Discovery. Go over, give his page a like and a share and just check it out. You might find your new favorite comedian. All right, we got another music video of the week for you. A lot to choose from this week. A lot of fun videos dropping. Cardi B dropped a music video straight out of 90s hip-hop with imaginary players. If you're fiending for that old, outlandish, like private jets, limousines, whining and dining music video, she checks all the boxes with her latest hit. Also this week, Maroon 5 and Lil Wayne dropped Love Is Like. Surprisingly fun beat. Just a playful video. Yes, you see his tattoos all over the place again, which I appreciate Adam Levine, because when he did that NFL halftime show and had all the tattoos hanging out, my mom actually called me and said she appreciated my tattoos, that they at least didn't look like that. And this is surprisingly one of the best Lil Wayne verses I've heard in a while. Like, I didn't think I'd say that, but did you hear that fire Lil Wayne verse on that Maroon 5 song? Carrie Hilson's back. She dropped a banger of a song with Method Man called Searchin'. It cuts off right at the end, so has me thinking it's going to be like a little mini-series Love that. Miss when music videos would have the old to be continued ... at the end of it. This beat is insane. Carrie's verse is fantastic, and also Method Man. Fire. But our music video of the week comes from the Chainsmokers and Anna Sophia, called Helium. Now, I'm not a Chainsmoker fan whatsoever, but this music video is absolutely unhinged. Starts off with a lady on a stripper pole in a teenage boy's bedroom. This kid's just playing video games up against a pile of laundry, as teenage boys do. His parents trying to get in there. He's making terrible decisions. It's going viral. This is already off to a terrible start. Then it cuts to, I guess, his sister. I don't know what these parents are allowing to happen in their household. Chaos is really what's going on. She's serving some kind of liquid out of a shoe to some gentleman on another gentleman's shoulders, standing in a pickup truck bed. And then you go downstairs and the Chainsmokers are doing a DJ set in the dining room, which some government doesn't like because they send in the National Guard to take care of this said DJ set. So as you're picking your jaw up from the floor being like, what is going on? It then cuts to some random fraternity-style baptism in the front yard of this frat house. There's kegs everywhere. There's cans. There's empty drinks. And they're dunking these kids in water for some reason. And then if you're like, well, where can we go from here? It gets to a focus group. But the focus group are mannequins. And the mannequins are watching a DJ set of cardboard cutout Chainsmokers with rich dudes behind two-way glass laughing. Oh, but don't worry, it ties it back in. We have more teenagers watching the stripper and more parents trying to get into room with teenagers and said stripper. That's our music video of the week. Just go check it out. I don't really know how else to describe it. You got to check out Helium by the Chainsmokers, or hit up all of the music videos we talked about this week. A lot of really cool music videos. You can go down a dangerous YouTube wormhole, so set aside a little bit of time. Football is almost here. I know it's technically here. We're getting preseason games, but the real games are almost here, and nothing says NFL football like the 80s. So we're going to do top 5 80s NFL uniforms. 80s football. The passing game hadn't been invented yet. Everyone just ran and right at each other and just saw what team could just bleed better. I'm kidding. It does seem like the 80s were more about running and playing defense. Don't get me wrong, love the passing game, but just something about those old pictures of like the 80s linebackers always just bleeding from the nose, just smoking cigarettes in between timeouts. Like, I know I'm mixing 70s and 80s, but we're leaning on the 80s here today, okay? But throughout all of it, these uniforms stayed 80s-rific, all right? You could say corny stuff like that. It was the 80s. Nothing makes a good matchup great like two contrasting uniforms. That's why I always love to see like the Raiders and the 49ers, you know, the Steelers and the Cowboys. Just iconic uniform matchups. So without further ado, let's get into our countdown. We got an honorable mention. It's the Washington Redskins. Now, I know you're not supposed to say it, but petitions have come out recently saying that the tribes around D.C. would like the Redskins moniker and name to come back. So I'm just going based off of that, all right? I know it's a controversial issue. I want no part of that. I'm just saying. In the 90s, when I was becoming a NFL fan, my grandfather was a Washington fan, so that was my first team. And nothing beats that maroon pant, white jersey, maroon helmet. It's iconic. But to me, it screams more 90s. So that's why it's honorable mention and not in the top 5. Okay. Number 5, it's the Denver Broncos. John Elway made it look great. Got the bucking Bronco and the D snorting out the steam. I wear a Durham Bulls hat a lot, and people mistake that for it. It's like, have you not seen Bull Durham? Do you not know the Durham Bulls? Plus, that combo looks way better than anything they've put out since then. At number 4, it's the Miami Dolphins. White on white on white on white. It just looks so good. The teal and orange accents, just so Miami. Also, my mom had some coworker that she was with to give her like the Miami, the little kids uniform with like the plastic helmet and the real itchy jersey and the pants that matched. I got the Miami Dolphins one because she didn't want it anymore, so I wore that all the time. I mean, I had my Washington one too. Loyalty matters. Plus, good old Dan Marino. Wish the guy would have won a chip. At number 3, it's the San Francisco 49ers. Oh, that red and gold. It's iconic. I know they haven't made drastic changes since then, but it really screams 80s if it was going to pinpoint a decade for me. Like it really just screams 1980s. But I'm not saying these don't work in any decade, because they do. They still look great today, look good in the 90s, 70s, you name it. Magnifique. Also helps that they won 4 of the 10 Super Bowls in the 80s. So there's that. At number 2, it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers creamsicles. Now I know what you're saying, Drew. How is this not number 1? Because I can in good conscience put the Buccaneers number 1. Such a unique color, a sassy logo, nothing to hate here. It looks good on the field. They definitely took a lot of L's in those uniforms, so that's a bonus for me. This jersey's so great that fans have been nonstop screaming for it to come back, and they get their wish. They will make their return September 21st against the Jets. Good old Baker Mayfield and company wearing the creamsicles in 2025. It's going to be great. It's the 50th anniversary of the team. Good for them. At number 1, it's the Houston Oilers. As you can tell around here, we like that baby blue, red, white combination. It's just so good. The simple logo on the side of the helmet, just you love it. You hate when they do too much. 80s are about simplicity, and the Oilers nailed it. They moved to Nashville, and the throwbacks for the Titans are about the only thing I like about that team. It is fun to see like who gets to rock the throwbacks. The Texans made a case where we're the Houston team, we should get the Houston throwbacks. But so far, the Titans have been winning that battle. They've been the ones wearing them. So I don't know. What do you think? Who deserves the rights to the Oilers' old stuff? The Tennessee Titans that the team moved and transitioned to, or the new Houston team? Let me know. That's my top 5 80s NFL uniforms. Let me know which team I missed. I know I can't wait to hear the Steelers and Raiders. I get it. Those scream more 70s to me, Especially the Steelers. It's like the 49ers. It's any decade. So let me know. Not just tell me your favorite team. All right, I get that. Tell me what 80s uniform you put in your mind when you think 80s NFL. All right? That's our show for this week. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We'll be here every Monday, same bat time, same bat channel. Just remember, we're all weird. It's more fun when we're weird together. We'll see y'all next time.